Hey, good morning. Again, is it morning? Yes, well, it's just about morning. So it's noon. Happy lunch. I'm Lisa, and I'm doing today's tarot card reading. Actually, I've got my contacts on today, so I'll probably use my reading glasses. Just want to make sure the cards are upright. I will read reversals. However, I don't put my card, I don't put them in reverse. I don't put them any particular way. And I do actually put them back straight after every reading that I do. So I've already done my meditation and I've saged everything in the world. And I'm definitely saged the deck in order to remove any energies from yesterday, any untoward energies coming toward me or from me, any energies in the air that are not of the highest vibration, because we want only the best and most beautiful messages to help us understand what's coming toward us today and how best to work with what is around us. So I shuffle the cards in no particular fancy fashion. I'll shuffle the cards and ask for all the archangels to come in and stand guard at this meditation and guard at this reading. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Baruchiel, Archangel Lucifer, Archangel Hamiel, Archangel Jophiel, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Raguel, Archangel Raskiel, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Sandalphon, dear Lord, dear Jesus, Mother Mary, Holy Spirit, my guides, my angels, what are the energies today? Got a couple of cards that have come out here, and I'll bring them out together. And I'll lay them down here. And if there's, usually I like to pick one more card. What is the third card? What is the energy that you have for us today, Spirit? What are the guiding messages today? And all messages coming through. Best and brightest, so we can be at our best and brightest today for our good and therefore the good of all. One more message. Be patient. There it is. And on the bottom of the deck, again, I'm going to have to use my reading glasses here. So we have the Justice card today. The Justice card, Major Arcana, the King of Cups. He is a fantastic man. Look at that, King of Cups. And I'm using the Shadowscapes Tarot, by the way. And we have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is actually reversed today. It came out and I just picked it up and it happens to be in reverse. And then the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands. Further into the bottom of the deck, we also have the High Priestess. She has a pomegranate. I'll go over that. The Queen of Pentacles came in upright today. The Nine of Cups came again. The King of Swords, he was also present. The Eight of Wands was a huge feature of a reading a couple of days ago. And we also have the Six of Cups. The Two of Pentacles is there. So I tend to read pretty deeply into the bottom of the deck because mainly that gives us it really gives an amazing story. And if you could read yesterday's reading, it was pretty intense. The numerology on today's reading on the cards themselves, we've got Justice, which is the 11 card. The King of Cups is a court card, and so that's a 1. The Eight of Cups is 8. So we've got Justice being number 11. One more with the King is 12. With the 8, it gives us a 20. And then with the 9, it's 29. 2 and 9 is 11. 11 is, again, another gateway card. So that's really interesting. At the beginning of the week, we had a gateway number of 11, and that's stepping through a doorway. So we're definitely stepping through something today. The 29 in and of itself, and I'll just give us the numerology on that, is about staying positive about life's purpose. So sometimes when we're moving through these doorways, we don't always, we definitely feel a lot of hesitation. And it's important to not be in that kind of stagnant energy when we're trying to move forward. How can we possibly move forward if we've got one foot, behind us still, or they're doing the proverbial looking in the rearview mirror to see where you're driving? You know, when I'll tell you a funny story. When I had my daughter a long time ago, my sister was driving the car to get us to the hospital, and I practically had her in the car. So my sister's like driving and she's looking behind, like, how are we safely going to get to the hospital? So at any rate, you know, just think about that scenario and what a disaster that would be. So at any rate, we've got 29. So stay positive about your life purpose. You're definitely on the right track. But the Ascended Masters are here to, like, you know, put all of the focus on being of service. Utilize your natural talents. Like, don't do stuff that you resent doing, essentially, is what's coming up. You go with your natural talents, your passions, your interests. Don't, you know, doors are opening for you. Keep your faith strong. So again, that number 11 comes up, you know, 2 and 9 is the number 11. And that's, again, stay positive. Your thoughts are materializing rapidly. So you want to ensure positive outcomes. And the number 1 in and of itself is, again, that like fresh new beginning. And we are in the number 1 month of the astrological calendar. Right? We're in that we just had the spring equinox last week, and we're in the season of Aries, which is the first house of the zodiac. So this is like that fresh new start. This is that I am. This is like the stepping in, being of service, like showing up in the world, saying, ta-da, here I am. That's that kind of Aries energy. We probably are feeling that today with the sun in Aries. And in my part of the world, it's really beautiful. We've even got the windows open. So let's talk about the cards here a little bit, and I'll angle this down so you can see them, and I'll turn them around because I think if I do them this way, you see them in the order that they came out. Okay. So we've got the Justice card, and the Justice card is a card of things coming into balance, rights being wronged, or switch that, wrongs being right. But, you know, sometimes you have to flip your perspective on that. And this week has really been a lot about that. It's really been a lot about changing our perspective on things, seeing things, the reality of what is in front of us a little differently. And instead of choosing to see them as something that perhaps is holding us back, seeing them as for what they really are. And maybe there's something there that it's our attitude that's holding us back. It's our lack of recognition that we've changed, that the landscape has changed, and things are different. So things are starting to come into balance, and we perhaps are starting to be able to see that. And, you know, there's abundance that's created when we are in balance, when the wrongs are righted, when we're clear about things. She's also got her eyes closed. So in Justice, you want to be able to take that step back. The moon is in the sign of Aquarius today as well, which also gives us that there's a remove of emotion in the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is very good at being able to step back a little bit and, you know, be in that balance, be in that sort of, like, you know, there's this logical approach to what may be an emotional situation, not so logical that you're out of whack and you're, you know, treating it coldly and you're not seeing both sides. But when the Justice card, we're not in danger of doing that. We're seeing all sides of the situation. And this is where the King of Cups is our central card in this reading today. With the King of Cups, you know, this guy talk about balance. This guy has it all, you know. I think as far as my kings are, I love the King of Cups because I've got so much Pisces, so I relate to him super well. But he's like mastery of arts. God, I just watched Aquaman last night. That's a really interesting, fun movie to have come out this year. But you know, he's at, you know, as Aquaman like moves through the movie, you know, he's become, and he's not even quite there, but he's kind of becoming the King of Cups, and he's pulling in like his more artistic side as well as you get through, and he's recognizing this is a recognition of your own power and your mastery over your emotions. So like I said, instead of, you know, being bogged down in emotion, we're actually being able to step back, see the perspective with a balanced eye, and we're able to work with things in a way that we are seeing all sides. And the King of Cups, you know, shows us that we're not going to let our emotions run away with us. We really do have, you know, mastery of the elements. Like, look, he's got these beautiful turtles, and, you know, he even has a way to like move forward. So the King of Cups is a great card to have as our central reading. So no matter what kind of comes in today, we're going to be able to see things from various perspectives, not get overwhelmed with emotion. And with the Eight of Cups, you know, we're definitely not going to feel like we've got to get out of the situation. We're actually in an attitude of gratitude, and it is that time to like appreciate what we do have around us. And that again is a theme that has echoed throughout the entire week, to really again look at everything that we do have, look at the reality of what's going on. And even though we've got the 9 of Wands, which would indicate that we would have to definitely stand up for what we believe in, to defend our beliefs, that is an underlying theme. But I think what's going on here is that again we feel like we're strong in our integrity. We're strong in our agency over self, and we can stand in that, not feel like we have to like exit stage left, because we do have this mastery of our emotions. We can see things from a variety of different sides. So if things do come toward us in a way that makes us feel like we've got to kind of get our hackles up, there might be more than meets the eye. There's the high priestess kind of saying that. But again, we're in that abundance. We're again in a position of mastery. The Queen of Pentacles has her business on lock. She's a self-made woman. We are in abundance. There's the 9 of Cups. And again, here's the King of Swords. Here's the King of Swords underneath. He's another one that's telling us that we have, again, mastery over thought. Like, use your brain. You've got this. And the 8 of Wands, more information is coming in. So, you take your time. You don't have to go making rash decisions. Take your time making those decisions, because more information is coming in. We don't have the full picture. Mercury is still is not in retrograde. He's actually, that planet is neutral planet, and it's not a him or her. But it's still in the sign of Pisces, and it's basically conjunct with Neptune, which just moved forward into the 17th degree of Pisces, and it has not been in that sign at that degree in our lifetimes, or anybody's lifetime, since like the mid 1800s. And so that was when the planet Neptune was discovered. And it has not been in that place in anybody's knowledge without our full consciousness. So this is new territory. We've got to take our time. But here's the thing. We've got a lot of support from the universe. We know what's going on. We've got mastery of our emotions. We do have ability to look at things from a variety of perspectives. We don't feel the need to bolt anywhere. Our cups are full here. They're upturned. Normally when this card is the other way, the cups are emptying out, right? And we're like, we don't want any of this stuff. But look, she's actually got one that she really wants, and she's going to move forward. She's very focused, and she's sure, and we're sure of ourselves. So this is a really great reading today. I'll write up a little bit about it. I don't have a lot of time today because I am in school, and I've got some stuff to do. I've got a big paper to write today, but I wanted to be able to take some time and share it with you. So I'll write it up, and I thank you. And I may or may not do this tomorrow, just because, again, I have a few things I got going on. But I hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.